Today we worked on constructing patterns in Desmos. Going through this lesson really quick, just in case you missed it. This was our objective. We were going to make some patterns, follow some directions, and make constructions. So we watched a quick YouTube video just based on like some graphic design stuff, just some cool stuff. And then we got to make our own constructions and shapes just using the tools. So you got to create your own design. Big thing when we worked on today's lesson was just following directions. So I'm going to model this one and show you how I would do this in Desmos. So the first step is create a line through A and B and make the line orange. So I'm going to construct, I want to choose a line and I want it to go through A and B. And to make it orange, I would just click it and make it orange. So that was the first step done. Create a circle centered at A with a radius AB. So I'm going to construct a circle. I'm going to center it at A, so that's my center. And then I want the radius to be A to B. So now the radius is A to B, perfect. Label the intersection of the circle and the blue line C. So the circle and the blue line, let's label this C. Now there is another intersection point, but it goes off the page, so I'm just not going to do that one, but there is one over there. Create a new circle centered at B with radius B to A. All right, so I'm going to go make a circle from B to A. Label the intersection of the circle and the orange line point D. So there's one intersection right there. There's another one here, but that's already labeled. So let's label this one D. So where that circle hits the orange line. Create a circle centered at D with the radius length of BC. Now this is where it gets a little tricky. So I want the circle, I don't want it D to B. I want to go BC. So I'm going to put a segment here because this is the hardest step. I can't just make a circle. I don't know if that's the same size as BC. I don't know if that's the same radius. So I'm going to use that compass tool because now this circle is the same size as B to C. See there, BC, or if I put it there, CB, same thing. But I want to center it at D. So create a circle centered at D with a radius length BC. Okay, cool, did it. I just had to put this segment there. Label the intersection of the circle D and circle B as point E. So circle D and circle B hit right here. Let's label that point E. Last thing, draw a line through B and E. All right, last thing, construct a line through B and E. Now, what did I just make? That was a lot of steps, but if you look at these two lines, those are parallel lines. So I just made a parallel line construction. We do not need to know this yet. We're just working on following steps, but I wanted to do a real construction that we will do later in the year or later in this unit, and that's definitely the hardest one, so I just started with it. Everything else is going to feel easier than that. So for your cool down, right, you're going to follow these steps. It is way easier than the one I just did, so I'll help you get started. Draw a circle centered at A with radius AB. So I would start a circle centered at A with the radius from A to B. Boom, there's the first step. So now do the second one and keep going.